What's up, guys? Thank you for joining us in yet another exciting episode of Mama Kebobo Jikoni. And today we are doing things really fast, like fast. We are doing potato wedges, something quick. You coming from the church, somewhere from work, and you just tired and you want to do something that will take you under 10 minutes. I promise you this is gonna be like done and done. Let me introduce what we have right now. We have our potatoes. We're gonna do them skin on because it crisps up at the top and soft in the middle. We are gonna leave the skin on, but feel free to peel it if you want. Our favorite spice of the day, we are using Wanda spice because yes, it's gonna give them that punch and color you need for the potatoes. We are going to season that also with fresh rosemary because of that fragrance, and rosemary is amazing with potatoes. Salt, black pepper, garlic paste, and for the second step of this recipe, we are going to use some Royco cubes. Trust me, you will need them for this. I have my water going here. It's already boiling. Like I said, quick, chop, and I have my oil over here, cold. So what I'm going to do, I'll put the fire on to medium low so the oil can be heating up as we wait for our potatoes to boil. Then we fry them in the oil, and there's a bit of a trick, so don't go anywhere. Watch this to the end. So let's start with seasoning the water. For these potatoes, I'm gonna need about 3/4 tablespoon of salt. I will put half of the rosemary sprigs, fresh, fragrant. That's what you need. Half a teaspoon of black pepper, and I'm putting only half because our favorite spice has black pepper in it, so you don't want to overpower everything. The Wanda spice has some color because of the turmeric in it. I'm putting like a tablespoon or a heaped teaspoon. You choose what you want, but you can go an extra mile and just add a little bit more for that burst of flavor. We are adding a whole tablespoon of garlic paste. You can also add ginger at this point. I just wanted to keep it simple and just do garlic only. That's what we need for the first part of the recipe. Don't worry about the Royco cubes, we are coming to that. But the pro tip, if you want to try and see if the salt is enough, you just need to taste the water. There's no harm in that. So just check if the water is salty, because trust me, if the water is not salty, your potatoes are gonna be bland, not salty enough. So always make sure you taste the water. It has to be slightly over salted so that the potatoes can absorb the salt and be perfectly salted. All right, quickly, let's chop these into wedges. Let's try as much as possible to keep them same size so they can cook evenly. The wedges can be of, short, long, but at least same size. They don't need to be perfect as long as they're flavorful, and that's what we are going for. Quickly. I feel like I'm on a timer because we have to keep these under 10 minutes for everything. It's already chopped. All right, our potatoes are done, so let's just dump them in there. Careful, the water is boiling violently, as you can see in there. I hope you can see in there. So let's just add our wedges, let them boil for around 4 minutes. Check if they are cooked through. If they are, we'll take them out, season them with the Royco cube, and fry them in the hot oil for 2 minutes, and we are ready to serve. See, pretty simple and fast and easy. Let me clean up and add the heat to the oil so it can catch up with the boiling going on over here. Wanda spice is a very warm spice, but has the color and the flavors very well balanced. You really want to have this in your kitchen. It's not too overpowering, it's just right. Try it and let me know what you think. So let's wait for this to cook. Like I said, 4 minutes maximum. Check by putting in a toothpick, inserting a toothpick and seeing if it's going through easily, or a fork or a knife, whatever you have, or a skewer. Just once you put it through the potato, it should go in to the other end pretty easy. And then we take them out, drain the excess water, sprinkle the Royco cube and put it in the oil. The Royco cube helps with the crust outside. With those tiny bits of it, they'll crisp up in the oil and you'll have a very good crunch when having the end product. Okay, let's do that. Let's check if our potatoes are cooked through. The beauty with cooking with these pots is that I can see inside and I can already see them softly mashing around the edges, which tells me they're already cooked through. You can see that. Did you see that? So a tester, just put in a knife and see if it breaks the potatoes easily, which in this case happens. Then take them out to these plates. I'm trying to carefully take them out without breaking them apart, which is not necessarily a bad thing in this recipe, but I just want to have them in one piece. I'm switching off my fire because I don't want them to continue cooking. But here's the thing, if you switch off the fire, make sure you get them out of the liquid as fast as possible, because what happens the minute the fire is off, they start absorbing the liquid and quickly they will mash into something not too pretty. So let's do this quickly. The easiest way would be to put them in a colander and just drain. But I also know it's not everyone that has a colander, so I'm trying to do it in the most basic way possible, which is just using a slotted spoon. For the potato water that is left in the sufuria, it's flavored, it's a bit thick because of some of the crumbly, potatoes that's just mashed in there. You can use this to thicken your stews. You can use this for something else, or you can even use it to make a sauce. So don't waste this. Kitchen cloth is, but this will do. See that? It's a very thick. You can make soup, even potato soup from it. You can just fry some onions, add this to that. So just basically, I don't like to waste things in my kitchen. I will find use for that. But meanwhile, our oil is over here getting hot. And here's the thing, guys, when you're frying something that is already fully cooked through, you need the oil to be hot. In fact, just when it's starting to smoke, that's the right time to put things in, because in this case, you're just looking for them to crust outside, so you need very high heat. But when you're cooking something that is not cooked through and you need it to take time in the oil to cook, that's when we use oil that is just medium hot. For example, if you're cooking mandazi, they're not cooked through already, so you need the oil to be not too hot, so it can take time before the temperatures come up. But this time our potatoes are fully cooked, so what we're doing, we just want this Royco cube on them to crisp up at the top, and then we are ready to serve. So we are waiting for our oil to get like really hot. It is hot, but not as hot as I want it to be. So meanwhile, I'm just crumbling the cubes on top of my potatoes, and then I am ready to put them in the oil. That's it, guys. Simple, short and sweet. You can try with one potato, but I can tell you for sure, I want the heat levels up, slightly up. So we just put them in for under 1 minute, take them out, and we are ready to serve. Like I said, this recipe should take less than 15 minutes maximum, because I don't know how many potatoes you're doing and how much time they need to fry. But yes, from prep to frying to the plate, 10 minutes, 15 minutes maximum, you should have done that. You want some nice golden brown color on top. So for the next one, we're just gonna wait for the oil to get like really hot. Like I said, just when it's starting to smoke, that's when you put them in. But please, guys, be careful when doing that, because oil can be dangerous when that's hot. So carefully place the potatoes gently. If you're not able to do this by hand, kindly use the slotted spoon. Let me show you how. Just place them on the spoon, as many as you can without dropping them, and then gently drop them in. Again, please don't overcrowd the pan, because if you do, then the temperatures will go down and then you lose the whole purpose of waiting for it to get very, very hot. The whole reason we are doing that is so that we can do them fast and we can get a better crust. So we'll do this in batches, 3 batches to be precise, and we should be done frying them in less than 5 minutes for all of them. See that? They're already crispy. I hope it shows. Even when I'm moving them around like this, they're not giving me trouble because I did not overcrowd the pan. If you put too many of them, they cook slower, they absorb more oil, so please don't do that. Patience is key here. Line up your plate with serviettes to absorb the excess oil. And like I said, always tilt your slotted spoon like this so all oil on it can drain. There we go. Our first batch is done. Oh my god, they look so good. Again, give that at least 30 seconds for the temperatures to come right up before we add second batch. Always do that when you're frying things. Don't just rush to put the next batch in, because the temperatures will be different for the batches. Ready? There. Remember, we said we are not cooking them at this point. They're already cooked. All we want is that top part to get crispy. So a minute, maximum 2 minutes should be enough if your oil is hot enough. We're in there for a minute. Let's take them out. Our last batch. Let's just wait for the oil to get hot some more. I'm looking out for a very thin, light, smoky, like the oil starting just to smoke, so I can add them. Our potatoes are done. I will sprinkle these with my favorite mix. This is paprika, some salt, some garlic powder, and some cayenne pepper. So a bit of everything just going on top, because when you fry things, the flavor on top is as good, should be as good as the flavor inside. So I'd really like to try this, guys. I just don't know whether I should. Let me try and get one from the first batch, probably, hopefully, and try. Oh my god, guys, this turned out better than I expected. The flavor is right on the money. Don't even adjust anything. Try the recipe as is and let me know what you think about it. I absolutely love it. I hope you guys try. Comment the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And once again, thank you so much for joining us. I hope to see you in the next episode where we'll be doing more amazing stuff. Thank you, guys. Subscribe and let your friends know about the channel. Thank you so much.